If you have ADHD or ADD, or you feel like you do, or you just cannot keep your attention on anything at any time for too long, I'm gonna teach you guys a habit that can help you focus like crazy, okay? Journaling. Journaling is like one of the best habits there is, okay? You're decluttering your brain so much. Journaling is one of those things that like you should just do. I mean, I can't remember what I was looking at the other day, but there was like this video I was watching while I was playing video games, and the guy's just talking about how every great mind ever has kept a journal. So people like Albert Einstein kept a journal, Hitler kept a journal, Alexander the Great kept a journal, Napoleon kept a journal, like Isaac Newton probably kept a journal. Any name you've heard of, they probably kept a journal. Journaling is just one of those things. It's just one of those habits that like every good mind needs to keep track of all the thoughts and things going on in your head. Now, that is actually the main reason I brought this up for ADD or ADHD or anything that's attention deficit wise. It declutters your mind. I feel like too often everyone is always worried about all these things. They have all these things in their head at one time. I mean, you have so many things going on all the time that's what's in your head all the time. You're always worried about, bills and kids and marriage and pets and family and friends, and you're trying to split your time between all these things. In your head at any given moment is probably like 50 thoughts flying around at one time. You cannot manage 50 things at one time. Biologically, your brain can't even multitask. It actually switches between both tasks at a very, very fast speed. So really, your brain cannot do 50 things at one time. So the reason that I suggest journaling is it declutters your mind. Everything that you have going on in here, let's say you have 50 things bouncing around in the jar of your mind. When you start writing it down, pen to paper, just putting your thoughts out, getting them out, it's almost like they're pouring out of your mind, like onto the page. It's almost like you pulled it out of your ear and literally started writing it down. The reason I say that is it literally declutters it. So when there's 50 things going on in your head at once, it pulls out some of those things. So even if you write down only 25 things, there's now only 25 things in there instead of 50. So walking through life, enjoying your day. Can you guys hear me, or is that fan loud as shit? It declutters your mind. It really does. It takes a lot of that out. And so when you're moving through your day, you feel better. You feel less stressed. There's not 50 things you're worried about right now, so you can't hear this person's problem. You can hear this person's problem because you only have 25 things going on. You can hear, your kid's problem because you only have 10 things going on. You have room for more stuff. It upgrades your brain's capacity because you've emptied out some of the garbage bin that was in there. Another reason that it's very good for you is decluttering your mind, or getting that calm state where your brain has more capacity for more nonsense throughout your day. It's great for your sleep. It is amazing for your sleep. I mean, when you're up at night thinking about stuff, it declutters it so much. You put so much on the page that when you go to bed, when you lay down, you're not up thinking about stuff because there's nothing to think about, because you got it all out and put it on the page. There's nothing left to be worried about. So you can actually get a good, peaceful night's rest where your brain isn't full of stuff to be worried about for the next day. And I think that's another great reason as to why I love journaling so much, is I'm not constantly thinking about stuff. I'm not doing a task worried about another task, because I already have them written down. And so I know I can get to them. I know I can see what I needed to worry about, instead of it being like this thing that is always on my mind. Another great reason that it's a good thing is your awareness throughout your day. Because you're writing your thoughts, because you're in your own head and kind of jotting down everything passing through, everything you're thinking, everything you're worried about, everything you want to do maybe, you actually become more aware of yourself. You become more aware of who you are, what you like, what you value, what you care about, what you prioritize in life, because you're aware of you now. You're aware of your own thoughts. You're aware of how you feel about things. What makes your day better? What makes your day worse? And all of this can technically come from like self-reflection and meditation and all that. But I think journaling gives it words. It puts it in your own words, and it helps you explain through it. It helps you teach yourself and explain your own thoughts and guide yourself through learning about yourself. I'm actually writing in my first journal right now, and I have filled these pages. I'll tell you, the first thing I wrote in here, I was trying to do a gratitude journal for like my mental health. I was trying to be thankful for stuff. That was like the first thing I wanted to do. So I wrote, I'm thankful to God for designing me the way He did. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my friends. I'm thankful that right now God is working on me. I'm thankful for the relationships that I have. I'm thankful that I've had the life experiences I've had. I think I spelt experiences wrong. Actually, I think I'm okay. I'm faded, so I don't know. See, kind of like that right there. And then I drew a little arrow pointing to me spelling faded totally wrong, because I was faded. But that's what I mean. Like, I literally am writing whatever I'm thinking. These are tattoo ideas. Literally, I have filled this thing with just nonsense. Drawings, charts, my own thoughts, my everything. I mean, it's filled up to like here. It's filled up to this far in. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it's filled about that far in. The reason that I bring it up is I actually have been thinking about publishing the journal as a book. I think with everything around us getting so inauthentic and fake and kind of like goy slop everywhere you look, I think it would make me a great artist and creator to be authentic, and this is probably as authentic as I could get, is writing my genuine thoughts and feelings and everything in here, and then publishing it like a book, so that if someone's curious, they can then read through something like that and realize that they're not that crazy, and they're not that, their thoughts aren't that nuts, because people are around the world thinking the same stuff. I think that's just a cool idea that I wanted to share with you guys, a cool little art idea I had. Another reason that it's good is it's a good habit to build. It builds the habit of decluttering your mind every day. It builds the habit of reflecting on your own thoughts and feelings throughout your day, every day. It builds the habit of teaching yourself about yourself. It builds the habit of learning about you. It builds the habit of self-reflection constantly. It builds the habit of these things, and these habits make you a better person to be around, to talk to, and make you a better person in general. They make you a wiser person, a better, more knowledgeable person, and really it just helps your ability to contribute to people that you know, relationships that you have, and all that good stuff. My last point I actually wrote down, which I've said a billion times, is reflecting. When you journal, it forces you to reflect on your own life, your own experiences, your own thoughts and emotions, and yourself as a whole. And I think just that amount of self-reflection really forces you to either grow or at least learn about yourself. And it helps you treat others a certain way. It helps you learn how to react in certain scenarios. And I think it just overall makes you a better person and a calmer, more peaceful person. It makes you more at peace with the world around you. And so yeah, I think journaling is just a great habit for anyone to get into. And I just wanted to share why I think anyone should get into it. If you listened to this whole thing, if you enjoyed it, if you feel like it contributed to you at all, or you're learning, please subscribe, please share, please comment, let me know what you want to see or talk about or hear.